I want to thank God for streams of joy because it has changed my perspective and my life. My journey, my first testimony today, my journey with gastritis started in 2010. Nobody knew what it was. One hospital will say it's ulcer. The other one will say it was brain tumor. So every other week in fact, there was a particular day in National Hospital I had 3 CT scans within 1 week. They were trying, each one contradicted the other, each one contradicted the other, each one contradicted the other. We continued and continued and continued until 2012 rather. I went to South Africa. I said, okay, since I'm here, why don't I spend money and just have a full medical check? That was when the pictures came out, my intestine was as red as blood. And the doctor said, if you are not careful, this is cancer coming. I said, cancer, where, how? And then my life fell apart. The only thing I could eat for over 4 years was white rice and Quaker oats. No milk, no Coca-Cola, no orange, nothing, no tomatoes, no stew. You can imagine a Nigerian who will eat jollof rice. But sometime during the COVID, one day, I don't know what I was looking for, I stumbled on NSPPD. I said, this one again. Okay, I joined. I enjoyed the prayer because I like fire prayer. After some time, I dropped off again. Then last year, I told myself, I said, look, all these battles you're fighting, you are just one woman. You can't fight it, all of them. So the best thing is, take it to the man who is the warrior himself, who knows how to fight and how to win. So I said, okay. I'd gone through most platforms. I said, I'm settling here. So I settled on NSPPD. We started praying. The whole of last year, I didn't fast. I was still afraid that if I fasted, you don't know how bad it was. If I make the mistake of not eating before 7 a.m., by 9 p.m., I'll be in the hospital. I'll be in the hospital. And so it was that bad. So sometimes Papa will say, fast till 12. I'll say, I beg. So this year I made up my mind I was going to fast. When he said fast till 12, I started 7 to 9. Nothing happened. I said, wow. Okay. From 7 to 9, I went to 7 to 12. Nothing happened. Then the last 2 weeks, or that 2 weeks, August fasting of 2 weeks ago, the first 14 days of August, I told myself, I said, now. In fact, I prayed a prayer. I said, God, you either heal me or kill me. Choose one. Because I was tired. You need to come. If you see my house, I should have brought the bags of drugs. But I'm not living here. I came all the way from the village to Lagos and here. If I go to the hospital, my house is, I come back as if I'm going to start a chemist shop. And sometimes I'll joke with the pharmacist. I say, am I starting a pharmacy in my house? So I just got angry. I packed all those drugs. I threw them away. So I entered fasting. 9, 12, 3, 6. Nothing happened. Woo! I said, well, day 1. Woo! I said, let me wait. Day 2, 9, 12, 3, 6. Nothing happened. I said, Day 2, day 3, day 4, 5, 6 to 14. Hey! I said, what? Me? I said, no, this testimony is not a telephone testimony. You may not understand it. It means a lot to me. And then I told myself, I said, this is Papa's August fasting. I'm continuing my own till his birthday. So I am still fasting, and I am not in the hospital. I am in the church. This is what happens when you you submit to a level that is higher than your own. So, Papa, I submit to your level full time. My second testimony, 27th of March, 2029, I submitted my visa renewal because I needed to go and see my daughter. 28, closed, shut down. And that was the story. 2021, they say, oh, all of you that submitted the visa, reapply. I reapplied. Nothing happened. I checked, they say, oh, your file is in Kenya. I wrote and wrote and wrote. Nobody was responding. They said, okay, reapply again. I reapplied. Nothing happened. Last November, I reapplied the last one. When I checked my platform, they said 136 days. So I said, okay, I counted from November, so I was expecting to get my visa sometime in January. January came, nothing. February, nothing. I said, wait. The NSPPD that others are, is it different from my own? That's okay. So one day in June, we got to June. So I now opened the platform. What did I see? From 136 days to 776 days. No, at that point, I realized what is called holy anger, because I don't know where it came from. It came from inside, and I was very angry. And I said, God, if indeed you are the God of the fire altar, these 776 days, my papa used to say, I hear him say, it's 24 hours, it's 7 days. I said, me too, I'm going to follow Papa. Today, I am saying, and I'm joining my faith with the faith of Papa Jerry, these 776 days will become 7 working days. And the latest day will be 30th of June. I said the prayer. I said, so I went to rest. I started just dancing. Then on the Tuesday, that day was a Tuesday. And it coincided with the period we were having, and God said yes. So I said, okay, God has said yes. I woke up by 4 a.m. I saw email, bring your passport. I said, wow. So I took my passport, went, collected my visa, and I said, oh, I've learned a lesson. So I can really change times and seasons. So I want to give God the glory, and I want to say, I'm coming with many more testimonies. So, in fact, there is one I'm holding because I'm waiting for the soup to dawn proper. But part of the soup is that my son got his visa in 3 days. In 3 days. I said, no, I must come and testify. Indeed, what God cannot do does not exist.
What will take you 700 days, you will achieve it in 7 days.